versus.
Everybody, yeah, tie against Stoke City. Weird, right? We we should have won that game. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But we didn't capitalize on our chances.
yeah. That's I don't know much I can add to that. It's frustrating, man. Blue chances, and they had some chances crazy enough at the end to actually snatch the win, or smash and grab, or steal a win, or whatever, which would have really helped them. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they would have moved out of the bottom three. Look, we're helping these relegation teams right now. You know, West Brom, still giving them a chance. Stoke, you know, listen, I don't like to bring up refs and all that. Um,
But the ref was
but the
terrible.
handball at the end, we shouldn't be holding on to that. But there are a lot of things today. I mean, Peters was probably the man of the match for them. I don't know if he's related to the ref or what, but he was allowed to just do all types of things to players in the box. I mean, grabbing the jerseys blatantly, grabbing their bodies. I mean, he looked like a rugby player out there. He wanted to, dance or something with them. I don't know, but a lot was allowed to go. But listen, again, we're playing against Stoke. You shouldn't have to clutch your straws for things like that. We should be able to get the win. And again, the chances that we missed in the first half, they haunted us. It's plain and simple. You have to be more clinical than that. You know what I mean? Like you have to. We had more than enough chances to be winning this game, and the fact that we didn't is frustrating. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. Now we got to kind of just hope that some other teams drop points, and these next two games are I mean they're must-win games. Um, Chelsea and then Brighton. We have to win them both. That's how I look at it. I know people have been saying this 4-point swing thing, but man, I'm glad we didn't lose today. Glad we didn't lose today, but
Yeah. It
that's
felt
that's
like
that's
a
tough. That's tough, man.
for them. I'm sure they're celebrating. It probably felt like a win for
Oh
them.
yeah, of course, of course. I mean, anything but a loss for them was good today. So, and again, like I said, we're really being very generous to these relegation sides. You know what I mean? And that's really frustrating. And like I said, I know we don't have certain guys, but I mean, this is Stoke City. We should be able to beat them. The chances we had in the first half, a couple in the second. Got to put them away. Got to put them
Do
away.
you still think
So
we should have put?
I'm not sure if that's a positive or not, man. I mean, that's they could get 9 points out of their last four games. You know what I mean? I know it's Chelsea that have been having a good season, but who are their opponents in those games? One is Swansea, right? Who are the other? Then us, and then who else? I mean, there's no real positives to take from this game to me, besides the fact that we didn't lose. I guess that's a positive. It's not a positive to say that we're that's three games for them. I don't know. I don't know. We could beat the teams that we've been drawing, but did we? No, we didn't. So listen, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right. That's a possibility, but that to me is not a positive. That's just like a what if maybe. That's not a, what I'm saying. That's not really something that's set in stone. This is my opinion. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying there's nothing positive out of this result to me besides not losing. There's no excuse for it, man. Those chances in the first half, and again, it's glaring. It reminds me, reassures me that our backup options are not good enough. That's what it comes down to. You know what I
Well,
mean? And I know Salah missed the chance, and that's not a backup option. That's the guy who should miss it, who should make it. But just the flow of the game, Mourinho looks like he doesn't know what he's doing on the field anymore. You know what I mean? He had a decent shot on target. He had a good ball in, but Trent looks like he might be struggling with some kind of injury. Went off early. You bring Klein in. There's not really much there. No, okay, I hear you from that point of view.
what?
Yeah. Look, I'm not. Listen, I'm not being a negative. I'm just calling it like I see it. And today just not a positive. But you're right. The pressure is on them. But with them having the game in hand, game or two in hand, it's I don't know. Listen, this game against Chelsea is really big. All of a sudden, like it would be nice to just be able to chill at this point, just relax and focus on Champions League. But we can't. We can't do that, and that's frustrating. Oh, yeah, I'll never forget that. It wasn't the same as West Brom. It was worse to me. But
I hope you didn't even
you know,
score.
it's yeah. This was nothing near West Brom. You know what I'm saying? West Brom we missed some chances as well, but this was worse than West Brom, man. Um, I mean, point blank, that Salah, I don't, I,
It curved too
I
much.
don't know how. Yeah, but I don't. I mean, he hits those 10 out of 10, man. Yeah, what's up, Afro Roy? It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating, but what can you do? You know, I'm glad we don't play like that in Champions League, man, in Europe, because yeah. So listen, hopefully within the next few days before Wednesday, there's no new fresh injuries. The guys who are having a knock or have knocks can get better. Yeah, we're giving him hope. We're giving him hope, man. That's unfortunately, man. That's just the thing that I think some managers kind of think going into these games against Liverpool, which that kind of mentality has to change. It has to. We miss Mane. Sure, you know, yeah, we did, because Ings on the left is not. That's not. I mean, it looked like a lot of times he was coming in on that left, and that's just not. That's just not really anything that's
I
going to
mean,
function well.
if Ings is playing, you should put him in striker, not winger.
Yeah,
But
it's
he
just
should.
the
I don't
opposite.
think he should be playing at all. I mean, that's just my
No,
opinion.
I agree, but you know, with as weak as our squad
I
has
think
been
we. Sh-
looking lately, we
I think we
you know.
should sell Lala and Ings. Well,
Yeah, we'll get into that another
maybe
time. I
not
mean,
Lala, but
we'll get
Ings
into that another
definitely.
time. I mean, just that's kind of. But yeah, it's rough, man.
Players shopping.
Yeah, I agree with that,
What's
man. Taking the piss, man. We need business in the summer. Yeah, that's glaringly obvious, and that's what I'm saying. It just reassures you that the team ain't strong enough. You know what I mean? For Liverpool Football Club to be doing this well in Champions League and in the league more or less, way too many draws this season. That is really embarrassing. And I mean, and I know the injury issue is something you can't really account for, or you should be able to account for, but you don't really see these many people falling down or getting hurt. But man, our bench is just so weak, man, so weak. Um, so like I said, hopefully Trent isn't gonna have any flare ups. Hendo, we know his body is breaking down as we speak. Um, Monty, I'm assuming will be back, but that's just frustrating, man.
What should I? Oh, I didn't get to start.
What should our ambition be for what? I'm sorry, I faded away too quick. Yeah, so I mean, anything you want to add, man?
Um, no. The only thing I could say right now is who was your man of the match.
I don't know. Me answer. Ambition for next season, league. You know, we've been improved. Trying to keep a stronger a lot of that you can't help because you don't. Again, these injuries, guys falling out, getting hurt. You know what I mean? It's hard to really plan for that. You know what I mean? But people are saying we need maybe two or three only signings. No, buddy.
No,
No, buddy.
we need to.
I mean, Ox's situation. We don't know exactly when he's going to be good. We don't know what's going on with Emery. We need at
We
least five players, in my opinion. At least five. Yeah, I think league. It's got to be league, cup, and again a run in the Champions League. I mean, we're going to be better next season, so why not? You said we're not signing a center back. You don't think so?
I think.
That would be a mistake for Klopp and that team to me. Go ahead.
I think we should get 8 new people.
8.
I mean, well, not well. I don't think we're going to get 8, but yeah, like you said, we should get at least 5
Yeah, I
at
think five
least.
is a kind of in between. Somebody said 8 somewhere I saw. That seems a bit much, but again, I don't know.
Yeah. I
Maybe.
would
But
like it.
I think maybe 5, not including Naby, so maybe 6 altogether. 5 to 6, I think, is good. And for Roar, center back, DM, winger, center back, goalkeeper. Yeah, exactly. Those 5. People keep talking about strikers, and I thought you asked me my question. Let me answer your question. Bobby Firmino for me was the man of the match. Worked really hard. Was a little unfair in some challenges. Um, but that's even. I mean, no one really stood out today. But he was his typical and a striker and for Roar. Okay, desperately. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
need a
need a
trophy.
striker.
We need a trophy. We need another run in the Champions League. He's just rubbish. Yeah, he is. Stoke quality. Yeah. Yeah, I keep saying that. People keep saying I'm harsh on him. He is rubbish, man. He is garbage. I'm
Trash.
sorry, and part of that is because of his injuries. But I'm amazed that he keeps getting the run over Solanke. Really, I am. I don't know what Klopp sees in him, something in the training, or Maybe it's this hard luck story of him having so many injuries, and we know how Klopp is really really supportive of these players, man. He loves them, and sometimes, in my opinion, to a fault. And that's why I agree with whoever said we're not getting a center back. I think he'll stick with Lovren. As crazy as that sounds, he will stick with Lovren. I think that's what he's going to do. Or he'll bring another Klavan in, somebody like 30, 45 years old, who was amazing at one point, and captains, I don't know, the Czech Republic or something, and then bring him in, and we'll have the same situation.
Don't forget what?
Say it again. Don't forget what? Sorry, man. These comments be coming in too damn fast.
To me, my man of the match is
And for Roy, I got you afterwards, man.
Firmino or
What is it?
Genie. Firmino or Genie, either one.
What do you mean?
The man of the match.
You thought Genie was good? Yeah, I thought Genie
Yeah.
was alright. They all were at some point or another really frustrating. All the players, from the goalkeeper. I mean, and that's when you got a game like that where everybody has done something that really irritates you. Up the Reds, we are still. Oh no, no question. Yeah, we definitely done. Yeah, I'm not. This is not doom and gloom. It's getting close to somewhat of a panic, though. Unfortunately, that's just how I feel. We got to win these next two games. That's it. I think the handball was definitely a pin. That's a clear handball. I don't care what you say. I don't.
They were always
His hand is like this in the box, and I mean, it's a handball. It was very similar to what Milner got called for.
But Milner, I don't.
In the last
I don't
last
think
game,
Milner
yeah,
even
in the
handballed
Champions
it.
League
It hit
game.
his chest.
Well, well, it hit like in this area, but I mean, that's a handball. That's a handball. Um, Listen, again, I'm not going to be on here talking like that's not the reason we lost, but you know,
Well, we
you
did.
said at least three. So you talking about like the ones in the box where like Mo Salah was? Yeah, I mean, again, Eric Peters, whatever his name is, had a field day today as far as tackling dudes, grabbing them, just molesting them, fondling them. I mean, he was just
He
the
was
the, the
playing
idea that
rugby.
the idea that he was able to just grab people and pull on jerseys to me is incredible. And not only in the box, in the field of play, he was doing this too.
And
Yeah, of course, man. It's all good. Um, I mean, do you mind if he swears?
mm-mm,
Okay.
he's a
Yeah.
grown up.
So, look, man. Not a result that any of us would have wanted, of course. Um, just got to bounce back now. Just got to bounce back now. And the first bounce back opportunity is this second leg in Italy. So no bans or anything. Man. No bans.
Huh?
Nah. You mean like from the channel? Nah, man. That's nah. You could swear. It's cool. Lamar. Yeah, a lot of people are big on Lamar. I'm not. I don't know. I mean,
Who's Lamar?
it's a French player. Guy who plays in Monaco. And not only because he hasn't had a great season this year. He's not a player that I don't know. Again, but I'm all for it. I mean, if Klopp sees fit for guys to come in, then hey, yeah. I don't. He like got hit. Do shin guard are shin guards even beneficial? Because it seems like he got hit in the shin, and I'm like, your pad is right there, bro. Like, why are you? That's the other thing. Too many people just roll around the ground, and the time wasting is truly an art.
Yeah.
And today really reassured that in me. I
I
mean,
mean,
every
that's six
every
extra
10 minutes
minutes.
somebody was laying on the ground and taking their shoe off, and it's just. I mean, and maybe one of those guys came off. Everybody ended up playing. Joe Allen went down. Badu, um, Hendo. I mean, so many guys just went down, and it's just like, come on, can we get on with the game? So, but look, it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna let this mess up my weekend and mess up my day. I'm gonna keep on going. Yeah, when we had 9 at the start of the season. Wow. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a good point. 9 to 6 to 3, maybe 2. Knock on wood. I mean,
Hello.
we don't know. Harry, what's going on? We don't know what's going to happen with Hendo. We don't know what's going to happen with Trent. They both seem to have some kind of knocks. Hopefully not major. But yeah, it's just, you know. Yeah, and again, I thank you. I appreciate the positivity, Julie, because that's true. I'm gonna keep my head up. It's a small setback, an unnecessary one to take, but The next two games are really, really important. Hopefully, we can finish off Roma and then just focus um, on Chelsea and then have a small little break and then be
This
on to the final.
this is a one point.
Yeah, two off maybe West Brom. I don't know, but no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's just frustrating, man. Like we'll be having this team and even not having Mane. I just feel like should have had some goals today. That's the only thing that bothers me, and I don't know if I'll be able to let that go. That's just the honest truth. Because we should
I
be
mean,
scoring
it's
against this
Stoke
team.
City.
Yeah, we should be scoring against this team. But I don't want to keep repeating myself. Anyway, is there anything else you want to add to this at all? Anything
Mm, I no, I can't.
separate on player? You want to do a player rating?
Sure.
Do you guys really want? Is anybody really going to watch that? I mean, does anybody really care about player ratings today? Honestly, give us some feedback on that because to me, I feel like it's a waste of time. I mean, I don't. Do you want to do a player rating?
Sure.
We'll do a player rating.
Oh,
So, ending this, and then we're gonna do a player rating because
curious.
someone suggested it. So we'll do it. We're gonna do end this, and then everyone.
And
Yeah, I don't.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not 6.5 out of 10. Really, Joey? I don't know about that, man. I see a couple fours and fives. Maybe not fours, but fives. Um,
you know who I would
Hey,
give it
listen,
for
it's a waste
today?
of time. The pitch was dry and we were asleep the whole time. The pitch was
Ings was a
dry,
four.
yeah.
Ings was a 3.5 for me.
They look like us. Like we had to get up at 7 a.m. on these early games, these 12 o'clock kickoffs, and
Wait,
I
so
could have stayed
they're
sleeping for that, man. It's crazy. But
we didn't even score.
let's do it for the kick of it. Okay, Carius.
Like a. He was kind of. He didn't have to do much, but when he did, I would give him a
Oh, okay.
6.5. 6.5. To me, that's
Yeah, I
good.
guess I'll go with that. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot he had to do. When he had to do some things, he was okay. They almost got a goal there at the end. I, I say six. I say six. I mean, that probably seems harsh, but there was nothing really special about him. Some of his distribution was okay. I'm saying six. Yeah. So on to Trent, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, let's
Trent.
do the back three first.
Cl-
Clavon.
Clavine, probably a 5.
Yeah, he's somewhere around there. Nothing
5
really
there.
special about him. Van Dyke.
Van Dyke, 6.5, maybe?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought Van Dyke was his usual self. He had a giveaway in that second half that looked a little nervy, but he was typical Van Dyke for the most part. Gomez.
Gomez, maybe, ooh, 6.
Yeah, I think Gomez hasn't been himself since that injury. I'm saying five. There was nothing really special about what he did today. Almost like he might get beat for pace with some of the Stoke City players of all players. Um, so yeah, he's got to get back in the swing of things. You kind of understand it, but yeah, he was poor today to me for the most part. It's good to see TAA in midfield. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's that?
He had a chance too to Trent. He had a
Uh,
chance to score early too, but it got held up, and the first step might have been too heavy, too heavy. So yeah, go with Trent. What's your rating on Trent?
Trent, I would give him probably a 6.5 or
Really?
6.5.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess.
What would you give him?
I don't know. That's why I don't even know how to rate people because I just nobody really stood out for me. I'll give him a 6.5. I guess. I don't. I don't know. Hendo.
um,
Yeah, I
Hendo,
agree. Five or
uh,
six.
4.
So you said, oh, Hendo four. Wow.
Yeah.
Robbo wasn't playing. Just part of the rotation, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Lovren didn't play either. And Milner didn't start. So I don't know. I did kind of think maybe he would bring Robertson in the second half because honestly, I think that game just by that one position, that one player would have changed. Robertson is way more. People might think I'm crazy for saying this because you think Moreno is an attacking minded player, which to a degree he is, but here lately, he just passes the ball and kind of just hangs around. There's no real pass and move. There's no stick and move. He just passes it and kind of just, waits back there like, should I, So I think Robertson coming in,
Um,
Klopp's messing up. What? Be careful, man. I think Robertson, just that small change could have helped, but look, whatever. It is what it is.
I mean, Cup. I think Cup had a good did a good thing, but yeah, no one would expect Liverpool if Liverpool with Salah and Firmino losing to Stoke.
That's pretty much puts it in a nutshell. Yeah.
So I don't blame Klopp at all. I blame the players.
Yeah, it's just one of them days. I hate to blame anybody. I just collectively we just weren't there, and that's just the truth. But that has, I mean, that's probably manager to player to even fans. You know, at the end of the game, towards the end, you know, in the second half there, they were just really quiet. You had Stokes singing the sign on chants, and I get it. It's frustration. It's frustration, and I'd imagine it's hard to really keep up, cheering in a game like that.
You are so right here, man. Thank you.
Um, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we should just get on with our lives. Focus on Roma. Forget about Chelsea. Can't forget about Chelsea, man. Where we at? Did we give? Oh, Moreno. I'm giving him a.
Four and a four, four. I'm giving him
Yeah, something
four.
around there, because he did have some moments. Um, it is disappointing, but what are you saying about Klopp? If that was the person that the purple color is that Chelsea? Yeah, yeah, we definitely can burn him up. Um,
We shouldn't
yeah, I
play.
can I can see the disappointment in Klopp, but I mean, what options? I mean, what are you got to get be more specific of
Yeah,
your
Klopp
kind of
didn't do
critique on him.
anything wrong. I mean, if I was the manager, I would think it would be okay to rest Money and put Ings in there. But Ings
Well,
didn't do anything
right. I mean, at all. But that was
at
not a
all.
surprise. He had a goal called back for offsides, which was rightfully called offsides, and which came out of nowhere. He makes goals like that, but he can't make easy, point. That's just so strange to me because that was a really odd angle, and he smashed it in. But he can't make little sitters. That's just really strange.
I would give Ings a. Do you want to just see, go like with the like defense midfield, or can I just go like out of order?
We're out of order anyway. I think so. Go ahead, go
So
wherever you want.
Ings, I would give him a three and a half. Three and a half.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah, I
that's what he
mean,
deserves, man.
no,
I mean,
I can't
I
argue with that.
sometimes I didn't even see him in the game. I didn't. I was just like, "Where's Ings? Do we only have 10 players?"
Yeah, I mean, I can't really argue with that. Yeah, to me, Firmino had to be one of the best players, and I'm gonna give him
Yeah.
a 6.5. Still, like nobody was more than that,
I'm giving
and I'm only saying
Firmino.
that just because of go ahead.
I'm giving Firmino. Yeah, 6.5 is fair.
Yeah, he think he was all over the place trying to get the balls back, still fighting. Nobody really was exerting that much energy, obviously, and you get it because you feel like we don't have to, and we can still get this win against Stoke,
Exactly.
but it didn't happen. So, Salah, listen, I mean, he
I mean,
misses that
it's all.
first chance, and that kind of paints the picture of the game. When Salah
Because,
one-on-one chance like that, missing it, that's that in a nutshell was this game,
I mean,
and that already was a bad start. You thought the way we played, you thought, okay, we'll get more chances, and we did, but we just couldn't
you.
get them. I'm sure I do, man. I'm sure I do. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. We try to catch what we can catch. If we don't catch it, then we don't catch it. Um, so I don't know what else to say to you, bro. Um, but yeah, it's we had a lot of chances or bare chances, as my man Julie just said, and we didn't capitalize on them. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully we can do better at that when we have to put other people in. Yeah, peace to you too, man. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. See what happens. I think that's all the players, right? Um,
But we didn't. Genie, I would give him a
oh, we didn't do Genie.
six
Okay,
and a half. 6.5.
6.5. Okay, cool. All right, guys. We will see you Wednesday or sometime before now on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you're going to be watching some of the games, enjoy that. Oh, Klein. We did forget Klein. He didn't. We didn't. Well, that's a. I guess we were gonna do. We did other substitutes, so we might as well do him. I guess. I don't know.
5.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't in the game long enough to really have much of an effect.
I mean, he could have scored actually. So one,
And Milner,
I
Klein and
think he
Milner.
was trying to pass it, but instead of just doing like he just did like and it what? So why? Because I said
Just go ahead, man.
Anyway, and the goalkeeper just caught it when it could have gone over the goalkeeper and it could have been a goal.
Yeah, there was a chance there where it was a 1-2 with him and Henderson. Henderson gives too much of a heavy touch. That to me was a big chance, maybe, if he passes it just right. It's not a knock on Henderson. It is what it is. You got to give Stoke some credit with that, with the way they set up there in some of those moments defensively. So that was a chance that was missed, and I think if we got that clean, we might have had a chance to kind of move that on and get a goal from it. So it is what it is, though. Milner got stuck in a bit as he does, but again, nothing really. I get frustrated seeing him taking corners. I'm sorry. I think, especially on the, I guess, well, all right, if we're watching the game, I think it should be Salah with the left foot coming in for those corners. Not Milner. It's just not. There's nothing that inspires you from Milner taking corner kicks ever, in my opinion. And I say that, and we'll probably score two of them in the Champions League, but for the most part, no.
Salah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. I don't understand why Milner is taking. And if we can see that, how can Klopp and the players not see that? Now you notice he took a couple, and then Salah started taking them. Towards the end of the game. Now he should have always been taking them in. None of our corners were great today. So I'm not saying that the ones that Salah took were far better than Milner's, but I just think it makes more sense for him to taking them. You know what I mean? It's a shot in the box. We're gonna need a big guy to come attack it. We don't need Salah necessarily in the field for corners. We need him taking them. So that's just how I feel about it. I mean, he's taking set pieces here and there, and so maybe because Milner was closer to the ball, and yeah, maybe long shot taker. Is that an AKA we need a Catino replacement? Um, no, I
Nobody.
think every team needs a good. But I think we have him in our team, honestly. When all is fit, we have a lot of guys we can turn to. Ox, Trent,
Ox
Salah's
is
decent.
better than Coutinho, I think.
Yeah, I mean, so
So much
I
better.
mean, Ox is hurt right now, obviously, so we can't do that. But every team needs that or could use that, and I definitely can see that. So, but yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. And thank you for everyone who stayed on and Chan and Keita. Not that I can see. I don't think they're similar. I don't think they're similar um, at all, really. But
Bye. Bye, Harry.
maybe I don't know. I don't know. All right, guys. See. You.